Hi guys, welcome to the Straight Bat with Gulf News and Mr. Cricket UAE, that is Anish Sarjan. Tonight we will discuss Mumbai Indians runaway win against Rajasthan Royals, which promised much but delivered little. It turned out to be completely one-sided. So over to Anish Sarjan to take us through the match.
Thank you, Satish. Hello. Thank you, Sham. Hello, Satish bhai. Hello, Romit. Hello, Saib. I can see a lot of big, broad smile on Sai's face. But a comprehensive win, as we saw, it was a one-sided affair. I don't know what happens in Sharjah. There are hardly any scores coming when teams batting first. And 94 is not a score which you expect when a team is put into bat. And then Mumbai actually wanted this, and they scored the runs in 8.2 overs and have given them a chance. And if KKR go on to lose the last match, they just have to win the match against Sunrisers, who are bottom place, to make it to the last four. And as Sham always says, if Mumbai enters the last four, watch out for them.
Not just that, I say if Mumbai enters the last four, they'll win the title. That's what I say. Do you agree with that, Sai?
100%. As I've always been telling, it's always a chance for Mumbai. And first of all, it was very good. The changes that Rohit got was fantastic. I mean, he got in Ishan Krishna and Nisham, and both performed well under pressure. And it was a do and die match for them. So they needed to perform, and they performed well.
Romit, tell us what's happening to Rajasthan Royals. They just packed off somebody like the Chennai Super Kings with easily, chasing 190, and today they can't even put together 100. What happened there?
I'm like absolutely mum on this. What happened is, to conclude actually, but it is a disaster for sure. What was really hurtful is that once Sanju went off, and the catch that Sanju got out was a really good catch, of course. But after he went off, no one was there to take the responsibility. No one. I mean, we don't see a team perform this way. Absolutely not this way. And I like the fact that when we were going through the toss and there was a question asked to Rohit Sharma, so what do you feel today? What's your plan today? He said, we did everything we wanted to. So this time we are just doing what we feel like. I mean, we are going unplanned. So let's see what happens. So we'll come and chase. And the moment when he said chase, I was pretty much sure that, the game is going to go to Mumbai Indians. Looking at the pitch, the way Sunil Gavaskar was describing it. A disastrous performance. Absolutely not a captain's approach towards a game. And there was no planning. They didn't even try to take any risk. I don't know why they were protecting their wickets when they know that we are falling anyways apart. But then there is something good. We are on the top of the table. And now the question would come from you, which table? So I would say fair play. So somewhere down the line.
No, Ramit, I wouldn't be so disappointed, but they are still within with a chance, although it's still a mathematical chance. Too many things are
that
working in their
mathematical
favor,
test, Shyam, that mathematical test is a Herculean test. Even Einstein he won't be able to do it.
But it's 2020 cricket. He can even befuddle somebody
But
like
Mumbai
Einstein.
played smart. Mumbai played smart. If you have seen one of my tweets, I mentioned they can go for anything. Every ball they should go for, so that they can come up with a good run rate. And that's what they did.
All right.
So
Ramit, let me just stop you there and just get back to Satish to give us the more technical aspects of it. One of the things which Sanju Samson said was the wicket was slow, and compared to Abu Dhabi, which was a belter of a pitch to bat on, this was bad. Do you think that was the reason which undermined Rajasthan's innings?
No, Sham, I don't think so, because obviously the wicket is the same for everybody, and as a captain, you are expected to read the wicket better. And of course, the first 2 or 3 balls, or even the first over, will give you how the wicket is going to be. So it's an excuse which I don't want to buy. In fact, if you look at yesterday also, I said Mumbai would win because the big teams come out all guns blazing on a crucial game or the do or die game, because the captain, if you look at CSK, they come out of these kind of situations, a tough situation where they need to win 5 out of 5 games, they come out and enter the playoff. Mumbai would do that. Royal Challengers would do that, because that's all because of the captain. There are young thugs like Yashasvi and Dubey. They did well, but in a crunch match like this, they should be given the confidence that nothing different. You got to go and play. So that the captain has to give them the confidence, and it has to come from, of course, the entire team management. I'm not just blaming Sanjay Samson. I'm just saying captain because that's the way it is. But
He's the
That's
face
where
of the team.
yeah, entire management should say, guys, go and play your natural game. Just enjoy the game. This is in a do or die game. That's where the difference lies.
Okay, Anis, you earlier said that the Sharjah wickets has not been giving, producing as many runs. If you remember the IPL of last year, we had plenty of sixes and huge totals were chased down. But this time we have hardly seen anything like that. So, do you think the wickets are, because it's a freshly laid wicket, is that an issue? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We're good. Yeah, we are fine.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So what I'm just trying to say is that the wickets have been quite slow and low, and today the bounce also was low. So the sad part is that Sharjah, which is known for sixes and boundaries, this year the average score is 130 or 135. Only team which scored runs was RCB, which scored around 145.
Yeah.
So it's bad, and I don't know how the World Cup is going to pan out, but this is not good for a T20.
It is just definitely not a T20 wicket at the moment, anyway. Romit, I'm not going to leave you because Rajasthan lost, and but still, where do Rajasthan grow from here? Because except for the first season, we have where they won, the Rajasthan story has been pretty much the same. It's been pretty disappointing every single time. So where do Rajasthan go from here?
I think so. They can appoint somebody like me. I would. But then I would
No,
say
why
one
I
thing.
ask is you splash out you splash out an enormous amount of money on somebody like Chris Morris, and he's not played all the games.
And the funny thing is, I don't like a captain when he comes and blames the pitch after a game. This is my philosophy. My coach used to tell me that when you go and you have n number and x number of experts in your team whom you pay such amount of money, who can give you all the expert opinion, and then still you cannot, being standing on a pitch, decide what the pitch is doing and can't change your game, then you're not fit to be a captain or a batsman. So if Mumbai Indians could chase it in less than 10 overs, okay. So why couldn't Rajasthan Royals do the same thing and put at least 120 on the board, at least 100? At least give the fans some breathing. So I don't accept his excuse. It's his mistake, and he has been practicing there for before the match and all. You know about the pitch. Then what the heck were you doing there? I mean, you can't blame the pitch. You lost the game. You lost the game handsomely, and Mumbai Indians chased it handsomely. You have.
Okay, coming to Sai, I think you are still grinning, but let me say that still Mumbai can lose out on the spot. They are still not assured everything.
Yeah,
They
we are
are
hopeful
still
that
neck
KKR
and-
will lose.
Yes, because they are still on 12 with KKR, and if the results pan out in a particular fashion, they could still lose out.
I mean, we may have the last laugh because we have the last match that we are playing with SRH, Sunrisers Hyderabad. So that's our last match, and so we will know. I mean, the Mumbai Indians will know what total they need to reach. So they have the net run rate, and still it's a Herculean task, but possible if KKR loses, it's just a win is all Mumbai Indians need.
It will be pride versus pride.
No,
Still,
but
Satish,
again,
you are the mathematical man here, and still, if you do the maths here, all four teams still have a chance of making it. But
No, Sham.
finally, it comes down to Mumbai and KKR. Any
Correct.
cricketing man would tell you that. So, whom do you think will make it, KKR or Mumbai Indians, and why?
I personally feel KKR would make it because again, we might say that Mumbai is playing Sunrisers Hyderabad. Now, today's game, if you look at, Rajasthan is almost on par with Sunrisers Hyderabad. So there is not much of a difference in standards between these two teams. So I would still back the Kolkata Knight Riders to go through because they are still in the plus net run rate. So to overcome that, in case if they win, which I'm sure they will, so to overcome the net run rate and win handsomely, that's a huge task. But yeah, I would say it is Kolkata have a slight edge over Mumbai. I would say Kolkata will make it to the playoffs.
Before we wind up, Anis, what's your final word for today?
Disappointing game. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah,
yes, very much.
Yeah. Disappointing game for RR, a lifeline for Mumbai, which they have grabbed it with both hands. Now, like Satish mentioned, KKR has the best chance. Their fate is in their own hands. If they go on to win, it's going to be a Herculean task for Mumbai to make it. Because I'm not sure next time around, Sunrisers will also get bowled out for 90 or 80 and they will chase it out.
Correct.
What is very clear is we still there is still so much to play for in this tournament with a one more match each for for 4 teams. So, thank you very much for tuning in, and please log on to gulfnews.com and our social media sites for the latest updates and developments. Thank you very much. Good night.